Hi, I'm Scoot, and this is the Scoot on the Air YouTube channel. Okay, so look, I'm feeling really great, and I tested positive Monday morning for COVID. I was shocked because of all the precautions that I took, how careful I was. But hey, you know what? It happened, and if it can happen to me, it can happen to anybody. I think this is a reminder of how contagious, highly contagious the Omicron variant is. And, there were times that I kind of was feeling like, hey, it's kind of over, so I'm going to kind of relax. And there were times that I did not wear my mask. And so I'm going to start ramping up once I get out of here. In fact, I think I don't have symptoms today. So, I mean, I'm feeling really great. And it's because, well, I believe this, it's because I'm vaxxed and boosted, and I wore a mask a lot of the time. Now, if when I get over, I mean, I seem like I'm kind of over it now, but as I get over this COVID, that's going to give me more antibodies. So even stronger. If you've gone through it, you know what I'm talking about. And if you're vaxxed and if you got the booster, then chances are, if you get COVID-19, you're not going to end up in a hospital and you're not going to end up too sick. So, all of this is good news. But here we're coming to the end of 2021, and the news here in Louisiana is kind of reflective of what's going on around much of the country. The COVID cases are friggin' gone wild. Yesterday in New Orleans, we set a record, in Louisiana, we set a record for the most cases in a 24-hour period, 9,378. Do you know what the new case total was today? 12,467. So we went from a record of 9,300 to a new record of 12,400. So that's a lot of people. Hospitalizations up 268% since December 17th. So that's not good. Children's Hospitals reporting that they've got, kids in the hospital again with COVID. And look, just take it seriously. We've got another surge, another wave going on, and we're going to get through this. And I think the positive thing, and I've talked about this on my radio show on WWL, it seems like this might be the signs of reaching herd immunity. Because, I mean, my God, look at all the Saints that had it. Coach Payton had it a second time. I've got it. So many people I know are getting it. The cases are milder, though, which is good. And I didn't feel anything other than what I would feel if I had a sinus infection. Now, I felt really down. I felt really bad on Monday. But that was it. I woke up Sunday morning, felt a little bit, felt really badly on Monday. And then Tuesday felt remarkably better. And then felt better Wednesday. And now I really don't have symptoms to speak of. So again, I think I'm an example of somebody who, took the precautions. And if you get it, it's not really a big deal. So I'm hoping that, we're entering a time when we're starting to reach herd immunity, because that's going to help us with this, because we're going to deal with this. I mean, this shit's not going to go away. And it's going to be around. And it's kind of like the flu. I mean, the flu never goes away. It's always there, but we live with it. We deal with it. Some of us get flu shots every year. So that's probably what's going to happen with COVID. It'll be around, but we'll deal with it. And we'll live with it. And, getting COVID, as the variants change, and then as we change, as we, protect ourselves with the shots, the booster, and then with the antibodies of living through it, then we become stronger in our fight against it. And so, you get COVID. Well, I'm hoping that the day comes when, since it's not going to go away, I'm hoping the day comes that COVID is just kind of like, you got the flu, you got a cold. And, I can tell you that this wasn't anything like the flu for me. I didn't even have fever. And that's one of the symptoms. The other thing, Governor John Bel Edwards said at his press conference today here in Louisiana, is he said that too many people are going to the emergency room, and he is encouraging people to wear masks. And what else did he say? He also said that. What did I point out? He also said, Governor Edwards said, "Oh, if you have symptoms like I did of like a sinus infection or a cold, if you have these symptoms and you can't get tested because you can't find a home testing kit because they're sold out throughout much of New Orleans, almost the entire city, and if you can't go get tested, assume you've got it." And so I've been talking to a few people that I know that they've got this little problem, this drip or whatever. They're feeling like, well, kind of assume that you've got it. But if you're vaxxed, chances are you're going to be just fine. So let's see. Also, the governor said that the home tests are less capable of picking up the Omicron variant. The PCR tests are more reliable. And then if you are without symptoms after 5 days, you can go out as long as you wear a mask for 5 days. So tomorrow I should be free to go out and do something. That would be Friday. Now, I'm not going out New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve in downtown New Orleans is going to be a shit show. I mean, it's going to be fun. I've been down there every year. I'm always down there for the beginning of a new year, the end of one year, the beginning of a new year, but I'm not going this year. Stay home and watch it all unfold on TV. Also on the radio show on Friday, we're going to talk about some of the big songs of 2021. And we'll also look back on some of the things that happened in 2021. And then when we come back next week in the brand new year of 2022, we'll talk about what we might expect in the new year. Some things we can't control, but some things we can control. And instead of just hoping it's a great year, let's do what we can to make it a great year. So we'll talk more about that tomorrow. But hey, thank you for following me. I appreciate all of you who have sent your thoughts and prayers and offered. I mean, I've had people offer to do things for me, to bring me things, and I so appreciate that. I'm doing okay, and so it looks like I'm past the symptoms now, and things are going to get a lot better. So if you have it, hang in there. If you're going somewhere, like if you're going to the Sugar Bowl, if you're going to the Saints-Panthers game in the Caesars Superdome on Sunday, if you're going to a big event like that, if you're going out tomorrow night, Friday night, New Year's Eve night, if you're going to be in a crowd, wear a freaking mask. There's no guarantee you won't get it, but it's going to help you. And you don't want it, but if you're vaxxed and boosted, if you get it, chances are you're going to be okay. And also, a lot of you who are not vaccinated, if you get it because the strain seems to be weaker, chances are you're going to be okay as well. But I mean, it's not over, so let's not be stupid. And I guess the main thing to remember is, let's just wear a mask. And if you don't have to be in a crowd, don't be in a crowd.